Hi everybody, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface on the beta for World of Warcraft Legion. Now I'm in Stormheim doing one of the world quests, reach top level, which is 110, and this is the big weekly one. This is the world boss one. And a little while ago I brought you a video on Nithogg, Nithogg, whatever we want to call him. And this one, if you complete it, will give you a piece of gear, item level 850 plus, so you could theoretically get higher than that. Now I was a little bit sad at the sparse amount of skeletons that were scattered around it. I mean, we're not talking about the days of Undasta here. Yeah, there we go. But it would be very interesting to see how this fight actually plays out. Now, mechanically, there's not a huge amount here, but they are repeated on a very quick rotation, so you will have to have your wits about you at most times. First of all, I am purposely fighting roundabout Nithogg's tail. Why? Because he'll do a constant tail swipe if you are, and he'll deal damage to you and knock you up into the air. Sorry, healers, I needed to test that out on film. But I'll deal with the tanks and the healers first of all. Healers, heal. There you go, you're dealt with. Your job is pretty much secure. Tanks, watch out for frontal cone attacks, move out of them, and make sure that you do have Nithogg turned away from the raid, not facing the raid, and that is pretty much it as well. Apart from that, you should, you kind of know your job by now. Ranged and melee DPS, you're the ones who have actually got a little bit to do here. Ranged, not huge amounts, but we'll get to you shortly because there is a mechanic you will constantly have to worry about. And melee, as you can see, you are always going to be on the move. Why? Those swirls on the ground. Nithogg will put them at random locations, and then they will literally trigger into humongous bursts of lightning. Step out of them. If you do not step out of them, it will hit you for a lot of damage. And that just puts unnecessary pressure on the healers, who will be dealing with the ranged problem, which we'll get to in a moment. So all you have to do, when you see them on the floor, is just step out. That's it. It doesn't have like a splash zone or anything like that. Just make sure that you're away from the location when it goes off. They trigger sort of front to back. So he'll put them down, not all at the same time, just very quickly together, and then the very first one that got placed will trigger, and then the rest will kind of trigger off. So it's like pew, 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 pew. So it's kind of like a domino effect that goes off with them. Ranged DPS, you will be pretty much uneventful apart from the lightning whirlwinds, which tend to seek you out. If you look behind Undasta, I got it on my brain now. If you look behind Nithogg, you will see that there are some lightning whirlwinds that are in the ranged DPS. They will start to move around. You can see they constantly move around, sort of like whirlwind lightning spiders, and they will crackle out lightning, which will damage nearby people. So you do have to make sure that when it starts coming for you, you have to move, bad boys and all that. You will have to move out of the way. And then sometimes you'll find that you'll get a lightning tether on you, just to, I think, move away from the people that you're tethered with. It's no real drama. You can see it there on a couple of people to my left. Now, the fight itself goes on for a relative amount of time. I think all in all, it was roughly around 6 to 7 minutes long, but it didn't prove to be that troublesome. If you can see the kind of amounts of damage and the amount of people fighting, we've only got 21 people. I mean, ideally, and this is just a minor thing, but ideally, I'd really like to see world bosses attuned for 40 plus people, So if you get a raid of 40 people, fantastic. And then if you get a few more, then you can tweak its abilities based off how many extra come along. But I think smaller groups like 20 and 21, maybe they should find themselves in a lot more trouble than we were, considering we're all fresh level 110s with not particularly great item levels. Many people here, including myself, will probably still be sub 800 item level. So it's really like a matter of time. The graveyard is very close by as well, so you do see that there are some people who have dropped, but running back was just approximately 15-20 seconds to get back into the fight. Nothing too dramatic there, so I don't think you're going to see any wipes, because I just don't think, unless the tanks go, there's enough abilities here to cause that kind of issue. So it's sort of like die, res, run back ASAP, and get into the fight. On a positive note, because it was still decent fun to do, on a positive note, the Dungeon Journal is showing off 11 world bosses to start with. Now that is fantastic to see. Instead of just one or two and constantly repeating, there is a great variety. So even if it's one world boss a week and they go on rotation, that's still 11 weeks worth of world bosses to see them all. Now, there was a bug. If you get too far away from Nithogg when he dies, you will not get credit for the world boss kill. You literally have to be sat on his face to do so. So on this run, I didn't get any loot. But, thankfully, praise the sun, we did it again straight afterwards, unfortunately with about 16 odd people, which is, and we still didn't have a problem, with about 16 odd people. We killed him again, and I did get a piece of loot, and I got these 850 boots, which actually look incredible. Can I just state that for the record? So you do get a cracking reward for participating in this. It's good to get people together because of it, and with 11 world bosses to have a crack at, and Nithogg only being one of them, really happy with what we've seen here. Just, you know, tune it up a little bit for a few more people, 20 odd people, let them get annihilated. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch for live streaming. Links, they're in the description down below, and I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care, everybody. Bye-bye.